Welcome to Main Street Matters by Heart on Main Street, the podcast that knows that your store's front door isn't just on Main Street anymore, it's also online. I am your host, Patrick Keiser. This is episode 5 of our Duct Tape Marketing series based on John Jantsch's classic small business marketing system. In episode 1, we laid the foundation with the Marketing Hourglass. In episode 2, we discovered why everyone is not your market and how to identify your ideal customer. In episode 3, we explored differentiation in your talking logo. And then in our last episode, episode 4, we talked about how content builds trust. If you have not gone back and listened to these episodes, please do so. Content builds upon each other and you're learning more and more. I also strongly recommend that you go out and buy John Jantsch's book. Not only is it a great book for small business owners, but I'm going to be talking about some things that I might see as relevant and you might not see as relevant. You, in reading the book, are going to see things that are more relevant to you and that I might totally miss on. So you should go out and read this book. It is such a good book for small businesses. Today, we're turning our attention to your digital storefront, your total online presence. Because let's be honest, even if your shop is a brick and mortar, your customers live online. They're Googling you, they're scrolling social media, they're checking reviews before they ever step through your door, so your online presence matters. As Jantsch puts it, today the customer's journey begins long before someone meets you in person. It begins online. So in this episode, we'll unpack what total online presence means, why it's essential for independent retailers, and how you can build one without breaking the bank. We'll cover websites, local SEO, online reviews, social media, and email, and how they all connect back to your marketing hourglass. So you're in store, you're online, get ready, it's book club time. Let's start with the obvious question. Why does online presence matter so much, even for Main Street businesses? Because for most customers, the first impression of your business doesn't happen on your sidewalk. It happens on their smartphone. Here are some stats. Over 80% of consumers search online before making a purchase, even if they plan to buy in store. Let that blow your mind for a second. 4 out of 5 people are searching online, even if they want to go buy it in store. They're going to be searching online first. That is a crazy stat that is growing and growing. Nearly 90% read online reviews before visiting a local business. Think about your own experiences. If you're going to go to an auto mechanic, you're going to go to anywhere, you're looking at those reviews, seeing if it's a trusted business, seeing if other people like it, seeing if their food is good, if they're as advertised, whatever the case, you're reading those reviews. And if your store can't be found online, many potential customers will assume you don't exist. They will assume that your business isn't actually there, or that you went out of business, or that if they can't find you online, they won't know about you. That's the reality. Your digital storefront is just as important as your physical storefront nowadays. Jantsch explains it this way. A total online presence is the foundation of being found, being trusted, and being considered. For independent retailers, this is actually good news. You don't need a Madison Avenue ad agency. You don't need the fanciest website. You just need to be present and consistent where your customers already are. Think about it this way. Your physical storefront has windows, displays, signage, and a front door. Your digital storefront is the exact same. Your website is the front door. Your Google listing and reviews are your signage. Your social media is the window display. Your email list is like having the conversations that you have inside your store. If your digital storefront is welcoming, clear, and trustworthy, people will step in. If it's confusing, outdated, or invisible, they're going to walk right on by you online, and maybe even then go to the dreaded Amazon. John Jantsch describes online presence as a hub and spokes model. The hub is your website. It is the one place that you own and control. Social media platforms may come and go, algorithms are going to change, something could happen and your whole profile just disappears. But your website is your home base. The spokes are everything else. That's your Google business profile, your social media platforms, online reviews, local directories, email newsletters. The hub and spokes must work together. Social media should drive people back to your website. Reviews should validate what your site says. Emails should deepen the relationship. In Jantsch's advice, every road should lead back to your website. For independent retailers, this means your goal isn't just to post on Instagram for likes or to collect reviews for bragging rights. It's to create a connected system that moves people through the marketing hourglass. See how this all kind of builds on each other episode after episode. So let's break down the key parts of your online presence and how they strengthen each one. So your website, or the hub, it's your digital front door. It doesn't need to be complicated, but it does need to be clear. Some essentials for retailers: a homepage with a clear talking logo. So remember back to episode 3 when we talked about talking logos. Who do you serve? What do you sell? And why does it matter? It needs store info, your address, your phone number, hours, a map to show where you are. Don't hide those. I cannot tell you how many websites I have gone to where I don't know where they are. I don't know when they're open. I cannot find this information. Do they exist as a brick and mortar? Are they operating out of someone's house? I don't know because it's not listed on the site. Products, even if you don't sell them online, and I know a lot of retailers have decided to not do that, and that's perfectly fine. That it's a whole nother thing to develop and maintain to have your products online, but you still need to let people know what products you do sell. Showcase your best sellers or showcase the categories that you sell so people know what products they can expect to find when they are in your store. An about page. Tell your story. People connect with other people. They want to know who you are, who the owner is, why you started the store. Talk about your family life. That's okay to do. That your store was inspired by your 2 children and it's named after them. Whatever your story is, people like to know that. You need a contact page. Make it easy for people to reach you. They don't have to guess at your email address or use your phone number to call you and then get to you. Have a contact page. In a mobile-friendly design. Think about it this way. Most people are going to be looking at either through social media or the website through their phone. While we think about a website maybe being more laptop, PC based, a lot of that is transitioning to phones and people will be finding it through their phone. And that's a different construction. Your website versus a mobile-friendly site. It's not the same setup. So you need to look at what is going to make it mobile-friendly as well. Some mistakes to avoid having on your website is outdated information. Saying something about your holiday hours in 2018 when it's, well, maybe not the holidays yet and certainly not 2018 anymore. You do need to go through and audit your website to make sure it has updated information. If your hours change, make sure it reflects that. Another mistake is walls of text without any photos. It you get that too long, didn't read. I'm not going to be reading all of that. It's just too much information. Give me some pictures. Give me something that I can look at. Retail is fantastic because it is so visual. Lean into that visual element. And then not having a call to action. Tell people what you want to do, what you want them to do while they're on your site. Come visit us today. Shop now if you have that online presence where you can buy things through your site. But tell them what you want to do and why the website is there. Remember, your website doesn't have to be fancy. It has to be findable, functional, and friendly. Let's talk about SEO, or search engine optimization. Heart on Main Street, we conducted a fantastic webinar with Samantha Connor of the Boutique Hub just a couple months ago talking about SEO and not only what SEO is, how to drive your SEO, but also SEO mistakes that people make. So if you want a lot more information about search engine optimization, go check it out through our website, heartonmainstreet.org. I know it sounds technical, search engine optimization, but for retailers, it mostly means local SEO, helping your shop show up whenever someone in your area searches gift shop near me or boutique near me or whatever. You want your store to appear at the top of that list. So a couple quick steps. You can claim and optimize your Google business profile. That allows you to add photos, correct any information that might be wrong that's listed out there, and you can always then update if your hours change or if your phone number changes or if you move to a different address. You can update and add in what categories of products that you sell. So if people are looking for a dress for going out tonight, your store will pop up. You can also edit your hours and add in any links that you want. Once you've done all this, you can use keywords naturally on your site like boutique in your town's name, handmade gifts in your region, and that will bring that up when people are searching for those things. And then you can get backlinks from local organizations, your Chamber of Commerce, your Main Street associations, local blogs. Backlinks help boost your SEO so that when people are searching for those things, you appear higher up on the list. Jantsch says if you want to win locally, you must be visible locally. Another step in building your online presence is online reviews. Reviews are today's version of referrals. People trust strangers online almost as much as they trust your friends, which is crazy, but just because some random on the internet wrote something, people are going to believe it, whether it's good or bad. So, some tips. Ask happy customers to directly leave a review. Ask them straight up. Be like, hey, would you mind leaving a review of your experience in our store? It's really going to help us. Make it easy with QR codes at checkout. You can have a QR code printed and have them go directly to an area where they can leave a review. And then also respond to your reviews. Thank the positives and then address the negatives politely. Make sure that you're not going viral on the internet for being combative. If you really need help, you can ask AI to write something friendly and composed for you so that you don't get all flustered and mad while writing it. And then don't panic over the occasional bad review. A mix of reviews looks authentic. Having 500 reviews and a 5.0 rating where no one has ever rated you badly or said anything below 5 stars doesn't seem authentic or real. I kind of start thinking that maybe it's a whole bunch of bots that are responding. Having the occasional 3-4 star is okay as long as the overall rating stays high. What matters is how you respond to those and trying to make it up to the customers that did have a negative experience. Another step in building your online profile is social media. Social media isn't about being everywhere, it's about being where your ideal customer spends time. If you serve younger customers, focus on Instagram and TikTok. If your customers are older, Facebook might be a better channel for you. LinkedIn can work for B2B retailers and wholesalers. But some best practices in social media, and really we talked a lot about this in our episode 4 talking about content, but show your personality, be personable, be likable, show who you are through your social media channels. Be consistent about this. Mix up content types so you can talk about the products that you have, you can talk about staff stories, about events that are coming up, about your community, lots of different content ideas, but keep it fresh, keep it new, have something different for your watchers to keep them entertained. And then always link back to your hub, your website. Tell people to go check out your website. Have links to your website. Have a link tree that has the link back to your website. Make sure you're always directing back to your website. And then the last part of building your online presence is having a good email list. email might feel old school, but it's still one of the highest ROI marketing tools. And why? Because this is one other thing that you can actually own. Algorithms cannot take away the list of emails that you have. It cannot all of a sudden change and drop you down to the bottom of the list when people are searching for things, or take away your Instagram profile. Your email list is yours. So some ideas for retailers: monthly newsletters with events that you're having, tips for maybe how to use your products or how to decorate something differently, and then feature products that you want people to come in and look for and buy. You could also do "we miss you" emails for people that haven't bought in maybe 6 months, or set some time period, but let them know that you're thinking about them, that you want them to come back into your store. And then you could also offer exclusive VIP offers for your customers. Something that if they're a repeat customer, if they spent a certain amount of dollars per year at your store, that they get something exclusive just for them. Jantsch reminds us the money is in the list. For independent retailers, the list is often the difference between steady sales and seasonal slumps. So let's go back to our marketing hourglass and connect this all through. So the first part of the marketing hourglass is know, K-N-O-W, or kind of that awareness. So this comes in with your social media, your SEO, and local directories that are helping you become more visible. So social posts and website designs show your personality and allow people to connect with you and like you. Trust, in this instance, we're looking at reviews, testimonials, and educational content that can help build credibility. For try, you can give free resources, event signups, or first-time customer coupons that are available online or that through emails. Buy, so smooth e-commerce checkout, if that's an option that you tend to go with. You could also have clear in-store directions. The next step of the marketing hourglass is repeat, so email newsletters and retargeting ads for your customers. And then the last part, refer. So easy to share links, social hashtags, and referral programs all help people refer your business to others. Your digital storefront isn't separate from the marketing hourglass. It's how people move through it. So a couple things that we can do this week to let you take practical steps towards building your online presence. So step number 1, Google yourself. Type in your store name and your town into Google and see just what comes up. Is your info correct? Well, if not, then you need to update or even claim your Google business profile immediately. You want that information to be correct. You don't want someone showing up at 6 o'clock when you closed at 5 and them thinking, well, they're never open. Every time I go, they're always closed. Review your website. Pretend that you're a first-time visitor. Can you instantly tell what you sell, where you're located, and why you're different from other stores? If not, fix one of those things this week. And then send out an email. If you haven't emailed your customers in a while, send one this week. Keep it simple. Here are 3 things happening in our shop this month, and just fill them in. Keep you front of mind for their shopping. And remember, your digital storefront is never finished. It's a living, breathing part of your business. So start small, improve steadily, and stay consistent. And that's it for episode 5 of our Duct Tape Marketing series. Today we explored your digital storefront, your total online presence, and how websites, SEO, reviews, social media, and email all work together as part of your marketing hourglass. In the next episode, we will talk about referrals on purpose. We'll explore how to stop leaving referrals to chance and instead build systems that make word of mouth more reliable for a growth engine for your store. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with another retailer who's struggling to get their digital storefront in order. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a quick review. It helps us reach more Main Street businesses like you. You can find more resources, webinars, and a whole lot more about what we do at www.heartonmainstreet.org. So until next time, stay safe, shop local, and keep your heart on Main Street. This episode was written, produced, researched, and edited by me, Patrick Keiser, with a very special thanks to John Jantsch and his book, Duct Tape Marketing. For more information about Heart on Main Street, you can visit www.heartonmainstreet.org. Thanks. Bye.